I'm in your city. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. Yeah, she want a Louis and a VV. Riding around the city. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G63.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're here bright and early in the LVAC here in Las Vegas, and we're gonna get some strength conditioning in. My coach Chris let you know what's on the menu for today, so let's dive into it.
No stairs, hit them as fast as you can, all down, then I'll come back.
Don't let me down. I've been throwing these honeys on a dime. Spent 7 on that ring, no wedding vows. All that smoking made me tired. 22's a call it Tyra and Mariah.
It's an agility ladder is what it's called. Definitely works coordination. So you're working your muscles while you're working your brain. As a professional athlete, boxers need to be in control of their body. They need to know how to make it do what they want to do when they want to do it. Boxing's a weight-bearing sport, so this is weight-bearing. I like it because you're warming up all the little muscles in the hips, the quick reaction muscles. We even do upper body stuff on it too. I don't like doing the cross leg stuff because you don't cross your legs in boxing. Great warm up, great activation. You get everything going before we do whatever it is we're gonna do today.
That's the best warm up. Yeah, fucking oath. You fucking feel it. I mean, that gets your heart going. Especially those push up to the end. Fucking hell.
I guess some days you just gotta run. So we're gonna do sprints around the track today. So we're gonna do sprints around this track, but the idea is to get back, slow your breathing, relax, because you're gonna have to push it hard right away, right after. So we're gonna do 1 lap. When the first person gets back, I start the minute break. And when the minute's over, we do it again. Do a pyramid, 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps, 4 laps, and then work our way back down, 3, 2, 1. And we're trying to keep the laps under a minute. 49.
That was laps around the track. So we did 1 lap all the way up to 4 laps with a 1 minute rest in between. Solid workout, nothing crazy. We should have a print coming on the windows today for the gym. I'm getting all the windows like tinted. Guy turned up yesterday at like fucking 9 o'clock in the morning, and he did like 3 windows, fucking sat around for like 4 hours, and then said it's too hot, I'm going home. 3 hours to do 3 windows, you know? And every time he did a window, it took him fucking 10 minutes. So hopefully by the time we get to the gym this morning, the windows are done and we don't have to worry about it. It looks good. I don't have to call it and do it again. It's looking good. When I pulled up, I was like, damn, man, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Looks good, brother.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very nice. Time to put my coaching hat on. Let's get to work. You see how much Sam's balance has improved in the last couple of weeks. He's still developing, but you know, just on the last few weeks of training, you can see how much his balance has improved, his footwork. It's all starting to come together. But it's tricky, you know. You need to be a well-balanced fighter. You know, you don't want to be throwing, and if you're gonna miss, and if you miss, you're falling off balance. If you're getting punched, you're falling off balance. You know, you're tripping over yourself. These are the things you want to eliminate. And then, so balance and coordination, being able to move your hands and your feet at the same time. You can use that lead hand to measure. So if you hold it out there like that, if I step forward, step back. You know what I mean? Keep going, keep going, keep going. You know what I mean? So come at me real quick. Just step towards me with no punches. See how I can kind of use that to measure. I'm not allowed to hold your head, but I can kind of see my distance right here. If you step in, right, step in, I can, so I use my lead hand to kind of keep my distance for a second. Yeah. So it's one thing you can kind of do is if you're jabbing here and I step in, just hold that hand out there for a second, like be ready to step back. Like, so it's kind of a way of defense, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you see they come in real quick, you can just like that. You know what I mean? You're just kind of using that hand out there for a second, and then you can punch off it. So I was having them simulate basically a fight pace right there. They were just conditioning rounds. You know, I'm putting that on and I'm simulating, you know, moving forward, moving backwards, you know, changing position, feinting them with my feet, and honestly the aim of the game right there is to throw, you know, just let your hands go. It's just conditioning drill, throwing good punches, strong punches to the body, to the head, doubling up, but you're also moving, right? Unlike if I did that on heavy back's going to be one spot. This one, I'm moving them forwards, I'm moving backwards, I'm making them change directions, you know, I'm making them completely miss a big shot sometimes, test their balance, you know, you miss a big shot and you don't fall off balance, it's a good sign. If you fall off balance, we've got things to work on. And yeah, at the end of the day, that's testing their condition.
I'm 71, but I'm hey 19. Yeah. I want to be 19. The only way it can be 19, the older you get, the harder you got to work at it, right? Yeah. That's it. That's true. You know what it is? I'll tell you what, the bottom line, you'll know this when you're older. Once you get to like 60, 70, every single person in the world has two choices. Either you spend time in the doctor's offices and hospitals or the gym.
Yeah,
that's it.
True.
One or the other.
That is facts. Yeah.
So boxing training now. I don't know what coach has on the menu again. We'll see.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel smoking cigarette, mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got thick but she wanna get thin again, drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim cause she wanna be Kim in them. Alright.
Timing. Like you hear that about boxing all the time. A lot of times we don't actually think about what they mean. It can mean a lot of different things. The main thing I think it means is making sure my punch is in the place where the target is at the time that they're both there at the same time. So you know, I could throw a punch, but if they're zigging and I'm zagging, I'm not hitting them, I haven't established my timing. It also could be defensive timing. Like I could block a punch and then get hit. It's important to adapt to what your opponent's doing and figure out the timing. Figure out their timing, figure out your timing. There's off timing shots, there's timing of my footwork, there's positional timing, there's defensive timing, there's counter punch timing. Like a catch-all phrase, it means a lot of different things. Shadow box is a good place to kind of find the timing. I think maybe the first place you start is getting your hands and your feet working together. I can move people into my timing. I can try to feint them and move them to where I want them to be, or I can kind of see where they're going and plan ahead and punch where they're gonna be. All that is part of the timing. I can move people's defenses around to create the openings. Just do a round of shadow boxing, getting your hands and your feet working together. A certain aspect of timing goes together with biomechanics. And when everything is working together, you should be looking very relaxed, looking like you're not putting a lot of effort into it, but the punches should be very solid, should be very strong. Like everything, and it's discouraging to opponent. You can tell when somebody's trying hard to fight you, and you can tell when they're relaxed. And if you see somebody who's really relaxed, but you feel how effective they're being, it can break you down mentally a little quicker. Just start off with just a jab, and I want the step and the thumb to land at the same time. It's relaxed, it's quick. So what I'm looking for on Ben, put your jab out, is I'm actually feeling the kinetic chain from his knuckles to his back toe. So when he hits me, I'm aware that he's connected to the ground. Like that's how hard the punch should feel. Not because he's trying to throw it hard, but because he's throwing it correct. There, that made, just feeling that connection made a little difference there. I don't know if you can hear a difference in the sound.
That shit on the camera.
Yeah. Defensive timing. Alright, if I throw a punch and it skims his face, that means it missed. If I throw a punch and Ben is looking at it from 6 feet away, he's not going to be in any position to counter. The shorter you can make your move, the quicker you are, the shorter distance you have to travel to get the punch back into position.
You want to be able to say almost.
Almost, that's it, almost. There you go. No, don't cock it before you throw it, just throw. Connect the toe. Stand. There's a good jab. So you notice that you throw it straighter, you're turning it over, you're placing the punch, it helps you get back quicker.
Yeah.
Because it's got nowhere to go but straight back. If I move my arm first and then I turn, it's gonna drift. It's harder to get back.
It gets tricky. Like once I start having to like, you know, think about it, it's gotta be more natural. Timing one of those things that has to come kind of natural, right? If you start thinking about it, it throws you off. You're trying to catch the perfect moment. When I notice if I'm more natural with it, it definitely comes at the right time. And there's a fist bump like that.
Throw a jab, throw a jab, throw a relaxed jab but a fast right hand.
So that was timing. You've got to adapt your timing to everything you do. Timing on the pads is different to the timing on the heavy bag, and you want to be able to adapt to anything you do. That's the reason why we have these different tools in the gym. You know, we've got the double M bag, we've got the pads, we've got the heavy bag, you've got your sparring partners, you've got your shadow boxing. Everything requires a different timing, and you have to train yourself so you can adapt to each one, because no opponent is going to be the same. Some are faster, some are slower, some punch harder, some move away, some stand still, and you have to use that to adapt. And like Chris was showing us today, you've got to also be able to control how you throw your punches mid-punch, right? Some punches are harder than others. Some punches are taps, some punches are boom, and you have to be able to control that and train that. When someone's telling you to do it, it's tricky as well, you know? So it's all just teaching your brain, getting your body to do what your brain's telling it to do immediately. We're done for the day in training. I put my, my business hat back on, and we've got some consultations. Right now we're gonna get lunch, and that pretty much wraps up the fucking day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you wanted to see a full version of that training session, click the link below in school. Other than that, like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and we'll see you in the next video.